Get ready for a journey through time with forgotten frames of history. These stories will amaze and inspire you. Let's get started, and don't forget to subscribe. This photo, taken in 1948, depicts local porters in Nepal carrying a car across mountainous terrain. Due to the challenging conditions, long poles and manpower were used to transport the vehicle. This image vividly highlights the hardships of life in remote areas. In 19th century London, these women were called crawlers, living their lives begging and crawling on the streets. This heartbreaking photo captures a vulnerable mother and child, highlighting the grim reality of poverty in Victorian society. This photograph dates back to 1915. It serves as a striking reflection of the humanitarian crisis during that era, depicting the scale of hunger and destitution faced during wartime. The image poignantly captures the despair of starving children and the tragedy of the period. In 19th century India, British colonial forces used execution by cannon to intimidate rebels. This brutal method exposes the dark side of colonial rule and serves as a haunting reminder of humanity's capacity for cruelty. This photo was taken in Berlin during the final days of World War II. The burning building represents a library destroyed by bombings. While children play, the city burns in the background. This haunting image starkly portrays the devastating impact of war on humanity. Captured during the Lviv pogroms of 1941, this photo reveals the horror faced by a Jewish woman. She is seen fleeing her attackers, her clothes torn apart. This tragic event stands as a grim reminder of the atrocities committed during World War II. On May 6, 1937, the Hindenburg airship caught fire while landing in New Jersey. This tragic accident claimed 36 lives. Once a symbol of luxury travel, the disaster marked the end of the airship era in transportation history. This photo shows one of the radium girls, women who suffered deformities due to radium poisoning. In the 1920s, they painted watch dials with phosphorescent paint, often licking their brushes, leading to severe health issues and tragic outcomes. Despite all the pain in human history, why do we keep making the same mistakes over and over again? Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think we can do to break this cycle? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Now let's dive back into the dark but lesson-filled historical photographs of humanity. During the 1971 Bangladesh Civil War, this man was photographed carrying his wife who had died in a brutal attack. Despite his loss, he carried her miles from their destroyed village to honor her. This image captures the emotional and physical devastation of war. This photo, taken after World War II in France, shows women accused of collaborating with Nazi soldiers. Their heads were shaved as a public act of humiliation. This harsh punishment reflects the hatred and societal trauma caused by the war. This 1943 photograph depicts Jewish families being captured in the Warsaw Ghetto by Nazi forces. With their hands raised, these individuals awaited deportation to death camps under the threat of Nazi guns. This haunting image lays bare the inhuman cruelty of the Holocaust. In this 1944 photograph taken in the Philippines, Captain Nieves Fernandez, a Filipino resistance leader, demonstrates to an American soldier how she silently killed Japanese soldiers using her long knife. Fernandez was a key figure in the Filipino resistance against the Japanese occupation. In 1961, a chimpanzee named Ham was used as a test subject in NASA's space program. This photo shows Ham being prepared for the mission. As the first primate to travel to space and safely return, Ham became a crucial milestone in space exploration history. Taken during the Korean War in 1951, this photo shows a young girl carrying her sibling on her back under the shadow of a tank. A poignant blend of innocence and determination, it symbolizes the heavy toll of war on the innocent. In 1945, a concentration camp survivor fiercely confronts a Nazi officer for his horrific crimes. This powerful moment, capturing humanity's reckoning with its darkest chapter, stands as an enduring symbol of justice and accountability. In 1981, Muhammad Ali saved a suicidal man from jumping off a balcony. Ali spoke to him calmly, offering hope and preventing a tragedy. This brave act proved he was not just a boxer, but a symbol of humanity. During the Great Depression, migrant families left their homes to work in fields for low wages. Even children had to endure harsh conditions. This photo tells a story of resilience and sacrifice during one of history's darkest economic times. This poignant moment was captured after World War II. It shows a father and daughter reunited years after being separated during the chaos of war. The child's joyful tears and the father's tender expression tell a story of separation, loss, and the enduring hope that brought them back together. In 1945, Jewish prisoners liberated from a death train experienced their first moments of freedom. A young girl and her mother flee, symbolizing hope and salvation. This photo, taken at the Sierra Pelada gold mines in Brazil, depicts the harshest conditions of human labor. Thousands of workers toiled in mud and heat, desperately chasing dreams of wealth. The image stands as a stark reflection of human greed and despair. This photograph, taken in 1942, shows a local guide from Papua New Guinea's Kokoda Track assisting a wounded Allied soldier. Known as the Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels, these locals displayed immense bravery and sacrifice, saving countless lives during World War II.